Welcome to St. James Park for Newcastle United versus West Ham United. When analyzing a match like this, finding a team with a high probability of winning is easy. The actual problem is that soccer is inherently volatile, and mathematical variance will drain your bankroll long before your statistical edge can play out if you aren't careful. This data table pulls the core metrics from our AI match report. Looking right at the top, we isolate the home win market. The model gives Newcastle a clear 56.4% probability of winning the match, making them the statistical favorite. But probability alone doesn't pay out. We have to compare that probability against the bookmaker's odds of 2.50. This specific gap gives us a massive positive expected value, or edge, of 18.7%. Because that mathematical edge is so strong, the model anchors our position with a suggested $50 stake. Locating a double-digit edge like this is straightforward. The real test of sports betting is protecting that initial $50 investment from the secondary risks scattered across the rest of the betting board. Let's examine secondary markets. The model identifies an edge in over 2.5 goals, recommending a $22.23 stake, pushing our exposure to $72.23. Here, novices make an error. They see both teams to score yes has a 51.2% probability and add a third bet. These are not independent wagers. They suffer from positive correlation. Both require the exact same high-scoring script. If the match ends 0-0, both positions fail simultaneously. This compounds your risk. In a low-scoring dud, you suffer double the financial damage instantly. Spreading your money across correlated bets creates an illusion of diversification. In reality, you are secretly concentrating all of your financial risk into a single point of failure. This table compares the two correlated markets directly. Note the edge column for both over 2.5 and both teams to score. Take a moment and pause the video. Based on the rule we just established, how should you manage your portfolio risk right now? The correct move is to break the correlation by reducing your stake or eliminating the inferior market. Here, the decision is clear. We passed entirely on both teams to score, allocating a strictly calculated $22.23 stake on over 2.5 goals. Effective risk management requires strict discipline. You must regularly reject high-probability outcomes when their correlation profile threatens the stability of your core portfolio. Stepping back to the macro level, we have to acknowledge the reality of soccer betting. High variance dictates that our 18.7% edge on Newcastle does not guarantee a win today. To survive variance, follow a strict system. Rule 1. Respect variance. Never exceed your portfolio limit, capped exactly at $72.23. Rule 2. Manage correlations. Never double stake identical game scripts. Rule 3. Track closing line value. Ensure your odds consistently beat the market's closing price. This line chart illustrates how a statistical edge actualizes. In the short term, variance creates sharp, jagged losses. But over a sample size of 1,000 similar bets, those fluctuations smooth out into a clear, upward-trending profit line. An AI match report is an analytical tool, not a crystal ball. Combining high-value probabilities with these strict risk parameters is the only way to shift your approach from hopeful gambling to rigorous long-term investing.